What is going on, guys? Welcome to next week's gold forecast. Before we get started, if you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that a lot. So let's jump over onto the gold chart right now. We are currently on the monthly time frame. And for you new guys here, what are we looking at? What is the first thing we're going to look at? We're going to look at the fact that the monthly is bullish. We've got this bullish impulse leg here. And all of this inside the monthly impulse leg is just a complex pullback. So knowing that, let's have a look at what price is doing, where it currently is sitting. So what can we see? Previous monthly candle, swipe the high, and we close back below. I was hoping that the candlestick was going to close above. That would have given us more indication on the monthly time frame of where price was going next. However, that didn't happen. We swiped the high and closed back in this range here, which has given us even less indication on the monthly time frame with this monthly candle of where price might be going next. Because look what we've got. We've got this candle body with like an equal wick on the top and an equal wick on the bottom. And the range on this monthly candle is pretty big with like an equal space above and below this new candle that's opened. If it was closer to this low, we could say, yeah, we'll probably look at swiping this liquidity and we'll look for lower time frame confirmation and buy up, and the same with the high. But because we're right in the middle, there's no indication. So we'll jump down on the weekly and see what is going on here. So you see price has rejected from this previous level that it tapped into before. It's like the fifth time here at this level. And what can we see? So again, the weekly time frame is bullish, impulse retracement, impulse here, retracement, and then we're looking for that continuation on the weekly. However, price has stalled at this previous level of resistance here, and we've got this reversal pattern here, which we was looking for at the beginning of last week when we did this forecast. We had this candlestick close like this, and a wick on the bottom, and there's no wick on the bottom or the top. High probability that the next candle is going to take that out. But what also happened last week is this candle stalled, and when this weekly candle opened, we didn't take the liquidity first. If we swiped this liquidity first, we'd have been looking to buy up, but that didn't happen. What happened is we pulled back first, leaving this liquidity intact, giving us that indication that, okay, if we get a sell confirmation now, there's a high probability that we're going to smash this low with intent, which is exactly what happened. And you go watch that breakdown that I did at the beginning of last week, and you see what we broke down. You'll see what happened this week. So now, obviously, this weekly candle is closed. Again, not giving us that much indication. With this weekly candle closing bearish, we can expect, maybe a pullback and then price to continue, maybe take out this weekly low. And if we get below there, we could come further down. But again, there's no real indication, like, right, okay, this candle here, it had stalled, and we had this liquidity here, no wick on the bottom. So there's high probability that was going to get taken. And if you look, we was only, where's my tape measure? We was only, when was that? Like 100 pips, from this low. So we opened up bullish. We opened up bullish here. Opened up bullish. Sorry, stupid arrow. We opened up bullish. We got confirmation. Then bam, we sold off and took out the low. But here, we're going to open up here this week. Now, we could pull up here, somewhere in here, and then sell off. Or, we could break above this high and buy up to that high here. There's no real indication. So we're going to have to go down the time frame again and see what's happening on the daily. So we can mark this current weekly high and current weekly low out as our liquidity points for next week, because tomorrow this will be the previous weekly high and low. And then we can jump down to the daily time frame. So what we got again, the daily time frame is looking like shit as well. Not much indication, because look what the candle is. Got this small body right in the center, and then we've got like the equal range either side, like the same as the monthly and the same as the weekly. You see that? Got 170, 180 pips to the low, and practically the same, but to the high here. So again, on the daily, there's no real indication of, where we might be going. It's not like we have the low here, so we can be like, right, if we open up, we swipe that low, then we could look to take the weekly low out, and then we'll look to, buy up like this. There's not much indication. But what we can see is the daily and the weekly low are being shared here. So we've got the daily and the weekly, previous weekly, or this week's liquidity, but tomorrow it'll be previous week liquidity here. The price will target in here, and we've got this previous daily liquidity up here. So that's giving us our levels that we can look to trade to or look to take trades from. So if we go down to the 4 hour, what can we see here? Now, this is very interesting because look at this on Friday. We filled that imbalance. We mitigated, obviously, this supply zone. And we also took out this liquidity, but then we closed back in the range. It didn't give us any indication for direction where we could potentially be going this week. So we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait. Now, there's a couple of lower probable trades that we could take looking at this. This level here is going to act as a flip zone. So if we break above this level, we can look for buys to these highs, but we need break and retest confirmation. If we fake this level, we close back below, we're going to be looking for sells down to this low here. And I am going to target this low with sells because look, we're bearish on the, we are bullish on the higher time frames. On the daily, I think we're still bullish. Yes, we're bullish on the daily, weekly, monthly. We're bearish on the 4 hour and we're bearish on the 1 hour. So until we get a break of this high on the 4 hour and we flick the 4 hour back bullish, I'm not going to be looking for buys intraday until we break above this level. Once we break structure on the 4 hour, then we know that the next level that we're going to have a high probability of heading towards is the daily high. Because the daily's bullish, the weekly's bullish, the monthly's bullish. I'm expecting the bullish continuation, but we've got to wait for that first. So key level on market open is this level for me. If price fakes this high here, closes back below, I look for sells. Is it lower probable here though? It's a more dangerous zone than if we wait for price to get to this high here, take that liquidity out, bam. We can aim for that daily low with more confidence than using this level here. But it's still not a reason not to take the confirmation because we might not get it here. And that's where risk management comes into play. So going into next week, it's going to be a little bit of a waiting game because the high probability zones that we want to trade for are here. This level here, got liquidity up there. Got this previous day liquidity, and we've got liquidity from this supply zone. At this level here, and this low here. This low is a very nice level to look to take trades from because we've got a lot of liquidity there. We've got the previous week liquidity and the previous day liquidity. I have a feeling the price is going to go up first. So if it goes up first, we're going to be looking for sales down. From this level, lower probable sales, to this level, where we get our higher probability move. Now, if we break above there, then we're going to be looking for buys up. While we're under here, we want to be looking for sells, targeting this liquidity down here. And then, obviously, if we break through here, if we break through this level, we're going to be looking for continuations down into this big imbalance here. That's what we want to see. And that's where price is going to target. We've got liquidity here, but if price takes out this liquidity and that's a weekly candlestick continuation, it's more than likely going to push through there and come somewhere into this zone here. And that's what will probably create next week's move or the move after. But I'm only focused on what's going on right here. We've got this key level here. We fake this level. We're looking for sells from here. Lower probable. If we break and retest, we can look for buys up because the range here is still pretty decent, 120 pips. We can take a little buy in there, but this is a retracement buy. So make sure you take your profit. We're not trying to hold that forever. And then we'll get to this level here. Boom. You know, I am going to be looking for our higher time frame continuation from this level. If we break above that level, bam, I'm going to be looking for buys up to this level here. And if we break above, continuations. And that's it, guys. That's all I'm looking for going into next week. As I said, bit of a waiting game. If we do get good confirmation here, we can look to take the buy or the sell position, whatever happens. If not, if we just push through or something like that, or price action's shit, we can just wait till price gets to this level or gets to this level. And we can just wait for confirmation from there and see what happens. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. And remember, the Funded Lab, guys, we live trade every day. And I also have lives every single day for people using the automated prop firm passing and payout process. I hold your hand every step of the way. There's no guessing, no figuring things out. You've got a bank full of set files, over 1,000 set files in our set file library for you to use, multiple different EAs. It's a very good place to be. And literally today is the best day to get in. Prices are rising soon. And tomorrow is the first day from last year of switching the bots back on. Now I've got over the crappy price action from last year and we've let price kind of settle from, you know, last week. Next week, guys, it's good time. It's all systems go. So it is the perfect time to get in. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and I hope to see you in the Discord next week. Ciao, ciao.